days of hand falling and bucking, steam yarders and logging railroads are gone. Joe the Mule, Scarface Johnson, the millionaire hooker, and the others who worked with this massive steam logging machinery are now history. Most have passed on to loggers' dreamland, a land of flat ground, no brush, no devil's club, and no hairy worn-out steel lines. There is another sound in the woods, the helicopter, an environmentally sensitive method of harvesting timber. Today's modern method of logging is made possible by the heavy-lift helicopter. Columbia Helicopters of Portland, Oregon pioneered this industry and currently yards more logs than all other helicopter companies combined. The cutting crews are direct employees of Columbia. Logs are cut to lengths as specified by the customer, but the log weight must be kept within the lift capabilities of the helicopter. Much care is taken to reduce breakage when falling and bucking. Hydraulic tree jacks are one tool used to minimize breakage in the falling operation. The cutters will remove as many limbs as can be safely cut off the logs to eliminate non-merchantable weight. The timber harvesting shown was restricted to helicopters because of environmental concerns. Were it not for the helicopter, this valuable resource would not have been available to our forest industries. Selected trees in the forest below have all been felled and bucked. They await pickup by the helicopter, which in this case is the Boeing 234 Chinook. This is the largest commercial helicopter in the Western world with an external lift capacity of 28,000 pounds. Columbia Helicopters owns a total of 7 Chinook helicopters along with a fleet of 12 Boeing 107 helicopters, which have a lift capacity of 10,000 pounds. Each of our command pilots have an average of over 10,000 flight hours in helicopters. 2 pilots are required to fly the Chinook and the 107 helicopters. A side bubble window enables the pilot to view his load at all times and enables him to precisely place his load on the ground. The factors that have major impact upon helicopter logging costs are volume per acre, size of the timber, unit weight, flying distance, density altitude, and total volume to be harvested. In this example of a partial cut of tall virgin timber, the helicopter's line is 250 feet long to provide clearance above the treetops. A double hook enables the pilot to release part of the logs in case of an overload. The hooker connects the chokers to the hooks, moves a safe distance away, and makes radio contact with the pilot that he is safely clear of the load. The hooker is really a loadmaster and must estimate the weight of the turn of logs. Another function of the woods crew is to set chokers around the logs. Logs are carefully picked up through the tree canopy and flown to the log landing for processing. The logs are placed very carefully on the log landing. This is important to prevent damage to the logs and adds to the safety of the landing crew. Landing chasers remove the chokers from the logs, then coil and group them so they may be flown back to the woods crew. At the log landing, a front-end loader removes logs from the drop zone. Logs are limbed and remanufactured if necessary. Heel boom loaders are used to deck logs and load trucks. The goal of any helicopter logging operation is to maintain maximum production. To accomplish this, the woods crew, flight crew, and landing crews must be well coordinated. Cutting foreman Mike Donauer talks about selective logging by helicopter.
After we'd already put down 2 million feet of this 3.2 million that we're working on, had an opportunity to fly over, and if you weren't aware of what was going on, you wouldn't be able to tell it's even been logged. It looks basically untouched.
A service landing for the helicopter provides an area for fuel storage and daily helicopter maintenance. Refueling cycles occur every 60 to 90 minutes. A maintenance crew provides service for the helicopter. Spare parts are stored in a service van. A water bucket is on site for initial attack in the event of a forest fire. The hook gets an inspection. The last truckload of logs leaves for the day. Vehicles are provided for crew transportation. The heli loggers have safely completed another day's work and head for their temporary homes, often in trailer parks. While most helicopter logging operations consist of land drops, some use waterways for landing logs. At this location, a floating camp provides living quarters for the crew. The campsite is complete with sleeping facilities, mess hall, and a first aid room. The portability of the camp allows it to be moved to different locations. A light helicopter provides transport for the fallers and woods crew. This form of logging takes advantage of the water as the means of transporting logs to the mills, often a long distance away. Helicopter logging is sensitive to the environment. Through its use, our forests can benefit our economy, producing raw materials for our timber industries while enhancing wildlife habitat, maintaining water quality, and protecting scenic values and recreational opportunities.